Hey guys, we're back. Thanks for joining us here at Totally Booked Readers. My name is Alissa.
I'm Kiara.
And I'm Hope. We're three best friends with a passion for reading who enjoy getting together to talk about all kinds of books.
We're just here for the vibes, the good, the bad, and the spicy.
So stick around for the rest of this episode where we've gotten together to celebrate Alyssa's birthday with a game of He's a 10 But and a mini book club of The Ritual by Shantel Tessier.
So we are so excited to be back. We took a little hiatus there for a little bit, but we couldn't have picked a better time to jump back into our podcast here to get to celebrate Alyssa's birthday. You want to tell us a little bit about how we got to celebrate this year?
Sure. Well, I turned 20. 20? No, I'm just kidding. I turned 26 this year. But it was so much fun. I had really like a whole weekend of activities. We went to the lake, went shopping, got breakfast, got dinner.
Very fun.
I was very spoiled. I got a massage and a facial.
Oh my goodness.
Goodness, you were booked and busy.
I was booked and busy. I was very spoiled. And it was so much fun.
As you should be.
Thank you. But yes, it was so much fun. And I forced y'all to read The Ritual because it's one of my favorites.
This is true. And we will definitely be getting into that a little bit later. But we also wanted to have a fun time with maybe like a little tiny game first.
Yes.
So, maybe we can hop into our He's a 10 But
Sure.
prompts. Who wants to go first?
Oh goodness. Okay, I can.
Okay.
Okay. So for these, we're gonna kind of read our He's a 10, and then do we want to try to guess the book first, where we came from, or do we want to give our rating?
I think we should just give our rating right off the bat because we'll probably have a reaction.
Like guttural instincts.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And then if we think we know it, then we can say it.
Yeah.
Okay, I love this.
Okay.
So for my first one, I'm gonna do He's a 10, but he's the first horseman in the apocalypse in charge of killing everyone, and you're his prisoner.
He's a 7.
Only knocked down 3.
Well,
He's gonna kill everyone but me.
he killed everyone?
I'm his prisoner.
He almost kills you by dragging you on the back of a horse and letting you freeze to death in the snow.
He's like a 4.
He's now to like a 2. I don't do well in the snow.
Me neither.
Full on psychopath.
Wow.
Full
Is
on
this pestilence?
Yeah.
That was a crazy
Wow.
book.
That was a fever dream. That felt not real.
I remember reading it, but I could not tell you anything else that happened other than this scene that was burned into my brain, because at this scene I almost DNF'd this book because like
Really?
that was ridiculous.
No, for real. Like, that was like worse than abuse. That was like literally trying to kill her.
No, I want to know who the author was. I'm looking it up right now because this is a whole series, and I remember people saying that like you just have to make it to the 4th book.
That's why
you're joking.
That's why I read the first one, because the first little clip I saw of this series was of, I think it's Death is the 4th one, and I wanted to read it for that clip it alone. And after I read the first book, Pestilence, I was like,
yeah, I think that's what everyone said. Death is the best one. It's by Laura Thalassa. Sorry if I butchered that.
And don't they like fall in love and have a kid at the end?
I couldn't tell you.
I don't live in a cabin.
I don't remember.
They like move into a cabin and he's like, I'll stop killing people.
I think that might have been our first failed book club, and that was the book that failed us. Like, I don't think we ever came back together and talked about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm not surprised why.
It put us all in a slump.
Yeah.
I know. Okay, I'll go next because This one's not my favorite, but it's okay. It's he's a 10, but he participated in accidental cannibalism.
Accidental. He didn't mean to. I'm gonna.
Potato. Really?
I mean, he's a 6. Every time I kiss him, I'm gonna have to think about the fact that he had somebody.
He
in
brushed
him.
his teeth. He used mouthwash. What more can the man do?
I'm gonna still say like a 9.8. It wasn't his fault.
I don't think mine would have gone down much. It would have been like a. That would be something I'd make fun of you for. You're still a 10.
I would be like kissing you and making out, and then I would like remember that, and I'd start gagging.
No, we'd be fighting. I would be like, well, you ate someone.
Literally.
So you have no leg to stand on.
Is this Butcher and Blackbird?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
My brain was like, wait.
Butcher and Blackbird.
Love.
Wow, what a classic. Okay, I think I'm gonna go least unhinged to most unhinged.
Okay.
Okay. He's a 10, but he is engaged to your sister in an arranged marriage situation to join the 2 notorious rival mob families in town. And at their engagement party, his cousin threatens you. And so he shoots him in the face.
That's your least?
You want them least unhinged?
Yes.
I was like trying to follow the family tree. I thought the part that was going to be the worst was the fact that like, oh, this person's engaged to my sibling.
Mm-mm.
And I was like, oh, I don't quite know. And then
Yeah.
shooting in the face, like right in front of her.
Yeah, like the blood splatters all over her face. And then she has to sit back down and eat dinner.
Had she ever met this person before?
I think maybe once or twice.
We're investigating. We want to know all the facts before we choose.
But again, this is her sister and his engagement party.
I just go ahead and say like
I'm gonna give like a
1.
4. Yeah. Eh.
I would say he's still a 10. He saved her from his cousin.
I mean, he killed. Wait, because the cousin said something mean to her.
I think the cousin was holding a gun to her head.
Oh, that's different.
Oh,
10.
see, context clues.
Saved her. You're right.
I'd still
and it's
probably
his own cousin of the opposite.
I know.
rival
That's what I
gang.
was. Okay, I'll go to 4.
I'm still at it. That totally changed me. Still a 10.
Perfect.
If the cousin was holding a gun to her and he
I
saved
know.
her,
and it's his own cousin.
yeah. That's why.
I know. When you were doing it, I was like, cross the T's, dot the I's.
I know. Sorry, there were a
Who's
lot
who?
of family trees in there.
Okay, well, yeah, 4 for me.
Sorry, that book is The Sweetest Oblivion by Danielle Laurie. His name is Nicholas Russo.
Is that the book with the cards on the cover?
Yes.
I highly
Okay.
recommend.
It's on my TBR. It is one that I want to read. I love a good mafia romance.
I think I read that.
Whenever you're feeling a mafia romance, I highly suggest.
Nice. I think I read that back in like 2020, like pandemic
Really?
time. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But I forgot all about it because I have no memory.
Okay. Let's see. He's a 10, but he breaks into your house and installs hidden cameras everywhere before you've ever even met him.
Here's the thing is I kind of expect that someone's always watching me, you know? And so like if someone actually were like, I'm always like, I don't know, just imagine.
You're paranoid?
I'm so paranoid.
He would be like a 2. Like, I love my privacy.
I know, I don't think I can come back from that really.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna be a killjoy for all of these. I'm gonna be like a 1. I'm a fearful person. I'm scared.
He makes friends with your cat.
Oh, gosh.
I remember what it is now. I don't have a cat. Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
Mm-hmm.
No, I would still say like a 1.
Yeah, that's really creepy.
It is really creepy.
He'd have to come back a long way, which he does. in that
Yeah.
book.
Absolutely.
That's a really good book.
But if it ended there, he'd be a 2.
He's really funny.
He
I'd
is
probably
really
be
funny.
like, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious. Let me see.
That's from Lights Out.
Oh,
from
yes.
those of you wondering. So
Yes, exactly. I don't know which one. Okay. He's a 10, but he punches you in the face and tells you the world would be better if you were not alive.
0.
He's a 10. He's a 10 because I know who you're talking about.
But come on, the first time you read it.
The first time I read it,
Just by that context clue alone,
I would
that's
say
true.
not knowing what happens next.
gut reaction 0.
Yeah. I feel like I would need a restraining order.
He punches you in the face.
It'd probably work. I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
I don't think
Don't report
It's
me.
horrible.
I don't think I know this book.
I don't think you do.
You don't.
Okay.
You can say it, Alyssa.
It's Air of Fire.
Oh.
It's Rowan.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I don't want to read it even more now. I'm just
It's
kidding.
so good though.
Okay. I just forgot that was like the first time we met that character. Crazy.
All right. Ready for my next unhinged one? He's a 10, but he puts a tracker in your arm while you're passed out in the hospital because your ex-boyfriend beat the shit out of you. So he knows where you are and what you're doing at all times. And then he also replaces your birth control pills with placebos so he can knock you up and trap you.
The first one I was like, like a 7.
Yeah, a tracker. I'm like, yeah. I'd be at like an 8 with just the tracker. You fuck with my birth control pills?
I say the kids?
Mm-mm. Hard no.
Like a 3.
Okay.
Like a 1.
Wow. So no breeding kinks here, I guess.
No.
No, it's fine for other people. Like, I love reading about it, but
No, I'm just kidding.
I can't.
I enjoy that. But that is The Ritual by Shantel Tessier.
Glimpse.
Oh, Riot Archer. I think you stole it.
Perfect.
So since we did just see Riot, this won't be my real one, but I did have this on here as well. He's a 10, but he burns half of your wardrobe and kills any man who touches you, and also implants a secret tracker in your arm.
He's a 12.
I would say the way
What do you
you
mean?
framed that one, it wasn't
He's
too
a
bad.
12.
See, it's all about perspective.
We also have
Really?
one there.
Kills anyone who touches me? Yes, please.
Okay, he's a 10, but he's over 500 years old.
He's a 10.
He's a 20.
There you go.
He's a 500.
He's a 500.
He's mature? Are you kidding? And rich, probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
He's had 500 years to pull his life together. If he's
500
not rich by then, you have a problem.
His 401k is outstanding.
I know. For real.
That could be anyone.
I would say, I just went straight to Reese.
Yes.
Personally.
Any of them.
He's the first one I think of. Okay. He's a 10, but he holds you over the edge of a cliff unless you perform oral for him. With the threat that he's going to push you over so that he can take a photo of you falling, because that does something for him.
Falling
Falling off the cliff.
He
wants a picture of her falling off the cliff. No.
He's a 9. No, I'm just kidding.
Crazy.
I'm just kidding. He's a 0. He's a 1.
I was gonna say like a 2. Little thrill.
A little thrill.
Thrill.
I don't think that either of you have read this book.
I don't think so either.
It's God of Malice by Rena Kent.
Oh.
I'm intrigued.
I've heard about it.
That's, I'll tell you right now, it's the first scene.
Period. I gotta read this book.
That's the first time the female main character meets him.
Oh.
Wild.
Isn't that crazy?
So he just, he's not really like that then.
Yeah, he's not great at first
Just
impressions.
bad first impressions.
Exactly.
Oh, wow. All right. he's a 10, but he takes you on his private boat out on the ocean and chuns the water and waits for sharks to arrive, then makes out with you and bites your lip so hard that you're bleeding, then sticks your head in the water, and fucks you while sharks circle.
0.
I don't do the ocean.
No.
Me
So
neither.
0.
This is my biggest fear.
I don't do the ocean.
Does it hurt, right?
Yeah, I fear I DNF'd this book.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that's insane.
Well, I think I knew something about that, but I'd also kind of like to know when in the book that happened.
Like first, I want to say like first 15%.
Perfect. Amazing.
That scene alone is the only reason I haven't picked up that book.
You shouldn't.
Okay.
I DNF'd it.
Great.
Like that book felt so weird to me. Like I did not understand the plot at all.
Well, that's the thing is like I think about some books on TikTok and I get drawn into them and I have no idea what's going on with it. Like that's what Lights Out was. But I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
But that one, it sounds like it was quite the opposite for you.
Yeah, it was so weird. They like met and went to a waterfall and did it at the waterfall. And then she spent the night and then she lied about who she was or something like that. Oh, she stole from him. Like his credit cards and stuff.
Oh, spoiler alert.
Sorry. That's like the first or second chapter.
Don't mind us.
That's like the first or second chapter, y'all. And then he brings her out on the boat, like finds her and then brings her out on the boat and then does that. And then they get like stranded at sea and end up in like a lighthouse with some old creepy guy.
No, that entire book is my worst nightmare.
It's like yeah, for real. No, like the ocean terrifies me. It's like my number one fear. Sharks especially.
Yeah.
So that whole scene for me was very like I was just like, oh my god.
I don't think I could have made it through the scene.
It was crazy. It was very crazy. I couldn't believe my eyes. I was like, what's happening?
Yeah, and Alissa didn't make it much further into that book, so.
I made it quite far.
Oh, did you?
I mean, they made it to this lighthouse. They were at this lighthouse for forever, and there's like this cave. I don't know. I gave up because I was so confused. I didn't even give up because of that.
Funny.
You're stronger than I.
I would say thank you for doing that so that you could, report back,
Mhm.
and now we can just kind of avoid.
Yeah. So anyway, he's not a 10 is what I'm saying.
Oh my god, we didn't even rate. Oh, well, yes, we did. We both said like 0.
Yeah. That's wild.
Jail. Straight to jail.
Straight to jail. Love.
Those are fun. I've seen people do them on TikTok and I love them every time.
Yeah. No, definitely. It's funny because we kind of all like pushed over towards like the dark romance side. And
That's the
that's kind of
best.
perfect for the episode today because we dipped our toes into dark romance a little bit more. And I know that for you, Alissa, like that's kind of like if you had to do a pie chart of the genres you like, that's definitely on there as like a main one.
For sure.
Whereas I don't dabble often, but I have.
I know. And so I feel a little bad making y'all read The Ritual because I will say like of the dark romances, The Ritual's like up there.
Yeah.
In unhinged territory. So
Well, I think what's funny, so I read the Ritual years and years and years ago. And so I didn't remember any of it because I barely remember books I read last week. So I was like, oh, I'm down to like read it again. But back when I read it the first time, that was my first ever dark romance.
Oh
and
my
I
gosh.
chose that path. Like I was like, oh, I'll dive into this. And so now reading it this time, genuinely I forgot everything. So it was like going into a fresh book. But yeah, I'm excited to hear Hope's thoughts, especially because she hasn't read it ever until right now.
yes. And Hope doesn't mind dark romance, so I'm hoping she's not judging me too hard.
No judgment on you at all whatsoever. I do enjoy dark romances. I actually read this as an audiobook as well.
I can't believe you did that.
It was a duet audiobook, so which was fun. So it like bounced back and forth. I must say, I'm glad I didn't just pick this up as a book that I was just reading for myself, because I probably would not have finished it. as reading it for you and for this, I am glad that I finished it because the only part of the book that I enjoyed was the last 20% of the book.
Okay. I just would like to say that it had been a while since I'd read this book, and I remember reading this book and feeling like it like opened my eyes. I just remember being like, oh my gosh, there's like a whole world out there of crazy things that I could read about.
There was just one main plot point I think that I'm not a fan of, that I did not like. I did not like the being drugged part. And then
we didn't give a spoiler warning.
Explicit.
Pause. Hold on. A spoiler warning. For those of you who have not read The Ritual and want to read it and don't want to be spoiled, you should probably leave, because I think we're going to talk about it now.
And that's because we had hopes that like she wouldn't read it. Before we get to the spoiler warning and tell them to go away and read it, we're like, by the way,
if you're feeling adventurous and you want to dip your toes into The Ritual, maybe listen to this first, actually.
I was saying, and you believe in patience and getting to the last 20% of a book.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, if you're those people who are like, oh, just wait till the 4th book. It gets better.
Yes.
This is perfect.
Exactly. Like, I am glad that I finished it.
Yeah.
Because I did enjoy the last 20%.
Mm-hmm.
Once they actually, kind of had a relationship.
They had a relationship the whole time.
Let's just dive right in. In The Ritual, we are introduced to an organization called the Lords. And from the moment you enter freshman year of college at the specific university, you can decide to join the Lords. And so your whole 4 years in college is like training / initiation / being tested, all so that you can graduate and become like, go through the ceremony, become a lord, and then you're like big man in charge in like the world.
I have no idea what they do as adults.
I mean, he's a high profile attorney or whatever.
Owners.
No, I'm saying like, what does the Lords, or
what
like what purpose do they serve as adults?
I think they're just like the underground. Like they get to decide who goes to prison. They get to decide who's in like positions of power.
It's sort of like a mob society.
Yeah.
I guess they're running that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the part that I don't get is like, hey, you're in initiation all 4 years of college. You're not allowed to have sex all 4 years, because if you can abstain from sex, then somehow you're more of a man. Like that's what they're kind of telling us. And so we're going to provide you as a celebration.
A whore.
With a woman.
God. A prostitute, essentially.
Woman.
That you get to abuse.
Oh. She doesn't get paid.
No.
That is true.
No, she gets drugged.
She actually gets worse treatment than
drugged, handcuffed,
transported
against her will. Wait, the cameras.
The tracker.
But
he just goes rogue and wants to impregnate her, which is not part of the plan.
Oh yeah, like 70% in.
Because these are not the people they marry, by the way. No. These are just like
fun for a year.
No, like they're literally just like, here's your gold star for not having sex. It's a woman.
It's a woman. Yep, for 1 year.
And they make it very clear that the women agree to this. However, their families sign them up.
And there's a list. And they're not given any knowledge of what saying yes actually means.
Yes, that is true.
That is true.
But they're like, are you willing to dive into the deep end and not know? And their yes is consent enough, apparently.
Which I felt really bad for the best friend, because she's like, yeah, let's have fun.
Was it Sarah?
Sarah. Yeah.
No, but she was down the entire time.
That's
true. She never had a moment of like,
she was fine.
Hey, this is weird, right? No. Every time they were just like, oh, I'm gonna go with Gunner.
Yeah.
They could never drive in a car together. They all both had to drive separately to all the meetings.
understood that.
I didn't even think
Like,
about
nobody
that.
wants
Like,
to sit in the
okay.
back seat.
Me and Blakely are leaving. Gunnar and Sarah are like, okay, we'll meet you there.
Even the multiple times one of them ended up in the hospital, someone brought their car. No one drove them home. So it's like, I know you just got discharged from the hospital, but here's your keys.
Drive yourself home, bitch. No, but that's manly.
That's what it means to be a man.
Yeah. So for our characters, we have Riot,
Anderson?
and Blakely. No, Riot, Archer.
Archer. There you go.
Blakely Anderson.
Okay.
Yes. And they have a meet cute.
Well, Blakely is in a long-term relationship to this guy named Matt.
He is the
And-
mattiest Matt I've ever met. He is so
What's
Matt.
wrong with Matts, people?
I'm rewatching the Vampire Diaries right now, and this Matt is so much more Mattier than
Yes.
What's up with Matts? Did everyone just decide that Matts are like the people that we don't like? That's like
Yeah,
the name everyone
I think
uses.
so.
Anyway,
That and Chad.
that and
Cool.
Chad, yeah. And at first, I'm gonna go on the record and say this was my reread of The Ritual, and I did not find it as perfect as the first time I read it, for
Because
sure.
You were right. It was like baby's first dark romance. Like got you
Yes.
into the
Like it was
the
shocking to
space.
me.
Mhm.
So I feel like I didn't pay attention to all the details.
Yeah.
And now that I've read like more dark romance and things like that, I'm like the shock factor's gone, and now I'm like, wait, where's the plot?
Yeah. No, that's good. And I think maybe towards the end we'll have you like throw out a couple of more recommendations of dark romance.
I would love that.
Now that you're actually in the space and it wasn't like one of your first few.
Yeah.
But it was still really entertaining.
Yes.
Mhm.
I think the first time I read it, I rated it a 3, and I would keep the rating. It was entertaining. I enjoyed the back and forth. There were, your average kidnappings. There were some
Average.
running aways. There was some almost drownings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
one drowning.
There was a drowning.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we had some tough characters that no one liked.
Yeah.
You know who I did enjoy? The club owner. Tyson. Ty.
He has a book.
I love.
Did it come
him
before this one or after?
After.
Okay, because they introduced him.
as being like older and stuff. So
Yeah, and so I didn't know if it was coming before, but they also were so like elusive about it.
I think he gets into his whole backstory as well.
Yeah, so it's just like here's the intro, and then in his book it'll be like 20 years before.
I feel
or
like
whatever.
I would enjoy reading about him and his backstory and like him
Yes.
getting another chance. Or
That's-
because he has the option to choose now. I think that would be fun. I enjoyed
Oh,
him.
Yeah.
I will say, if y'all felt this way about The Ritual, y'all should not continue the series.
Well, my thing was like we were getting Gunnar and Sarah, and that's like the friends.
Mhm.
And I was like, do they have their own book? Like, is the next book like the next year, or is the next book in 20 years?
The
or...
kids.
I think it's the next year. The
Okay.
next book, The Sinner, is the second book. I had to stop reading dark romance after that book because it caused me to be depressed.
Oh gosh.
Because he treats her so fucking bad.
I would say Riot was kind of obsessed with
Riot
her.
was obsessed with her. Riot was like he fell in love with her.
That's
Yeah.
what I did not enjoy the Riot who gave zero shits about her.
At the beginning.
That didn't
I
last for
liked-
long.
I think he gave a shit about her from the beginning, and he tried to pretend like he didn't, but like who sits outside somebody's apartment and watches her and is like, I want that one.
Yeah.
If it's just like because he wants to take her from another guy.
Oh, and we forgot to say that the girls are called Chosens,
Yeah.
and they're like thrown onto this list of people that like are available to be chosen.
Right. And
Yeah.
Matt, her boyfriend at the time, was not going to pick her. He was going to pick another girl. And so,
Her boyfriend of years.
of years.
Yeah.
That
Didn't
they're
they go to-
supposed to be getting married to. They're like in an arranged marriage.
Yep.
Yeah,
And so Riot, well, actually Riot was told to choose her.
that's true. But after he was told, he was like,
I'm down.
Period.
Yes, because Riot and Matt have a weird relationship. They went on a mission a couple years prior, and Matt was an idiot, and he screwed up the mission. And Riot did not tell anyone about it, wasn't going to be a snitch, but they just don't like each other.
Yeah.
So it was like long-term.
Rivals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're rivals. Yeah, that's a good one.
Absolutely.
So then he's Mr. Steal Your Girl.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for real.
For
and says
real.
it straight to your face. Like, hey, I'm going to take her from you.
And then
you're going to watch it happen.
Yeah, not only am I going to take her from you, I'm going to make you watch her give me a blowjob. I can't.
Yeah, in front of you and all your peers.
In front of everyone. So everyone
God.
knows.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But yeah,
Wild.
lots of sex. Lots.
Yes, it's very smutty. I would say when I was rereading it, I was literally like, this is
every other page.
a 10 chili pepper out of 5. This is
I know.
crazy. Every other chapter is them doing it.
I didn't mind the
nuts.
chili. I like the chili pepper. It was a good level
No,
of chili
good.
peppers.
It was a little much for me. But
I thought it was a little much. I do like them, there to be
I think
plot.
I
Mhm.
think when it gets to be too much for me, I sometimes, and this isn't a good thing, I'll sometimes like slide past the sex unless they're talking, then I can't. And I didn't get that experience until maybe like the 85 to 90% mark, and then I was like, okay, come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about plot things at that time, so when they would have sex, it would be like in between like the plots where I'm like, I don't know the answer, like I just want to get to the answer.
There
Right.
was a lot that happened in the last like 4 chapters.
I know. I
was like, where was this plot in the rest of the book?
I know. I also felt that. Like when I was rereading this, I was like, okay, 80% of this book is smut and like 20% is plot.
I think that's why I enjoyed
Yeah.
the last 20%.
And
also.
I was like,
Yeah.
It also felt like, it almost felt like 2 different books. Like it almost felt like she was going to split it into 2 different books and then was like, no, because it felt like this was like a complete book.
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh, just kidding. She's going to run away and then they're going to get her back. And then Matt's going to try and kill her. And then Matt's girlfriend's going to try and kill her. And then,
yeah.
and then her mom's not her mom. And then,
And her mom was
And
fine
then-
with killing her as long as she could steal her babies.
and then that's not her mom.
Yes.
Her
you're right.
non-mom, her mom that's not her mom, kidnapped her.
With Matt.
Found out she was pregnant, said, I'm going to take your baby.
to get a redo because you turned out so horrible.
To redo because you sucked. The first baby I stole sucked, so I'm gonna get rid of her. Steal this one.
She doesn't listen to me.
And then Matt's like, hell yeah, I would love some leftovers.
Yummy.
Oh, God.
Yummy is crazy.
And then Riot fucks them up, as he should. And then
Well, that was all after Riot was shot 4 times and survived.
oh, yeah, true. After he stood in front of her and took 4 bullets. Yep.
We loved that.
Yes,
And the
that
whole
was a good
time,
scene.
instead of like fully mourning him, she's like, I cannot believe he stepped in front of me and took those, but like
I
she's
know.
mad at him.
She
I
skipped
know.
depression and just went straight to anger.
Yeah.
I'm sure, I don't think she was there long. She was only there for like 3 or 4 days, right?
No,
No.
they skipped ahead. It was like at least a week or 10
yeah.
days.
Jeez. Yeah, and then everyone was like, Riot, you need to rest. And he's like, my wife got kidnapped. And they're like, we know. We'll find her.
You
need
can't
to
do anything
rest.
right now. You're gonna pull
Literally.
your stitches.
And he's like, are y'all nuts? Are y'all nuts? And so finally he's like, she's pregnant. And then everybody's like, oh my God, she's pregnant? We gotta find her right
Call
now.
the jet. Fuel it.
Like, that would piss me off. I
Yeah.
feel like y'all only care because, what? I'm pregnant? Y'all don't care that me as a person got kidnapped?
Yep.
Thanks.
Fuck all of
That
the
happens.
all of the parental figures in this book too.
Oh my gosh, they
Yeah.
were so awful. I
Of
know.
all
They
of
were
them.
lying left and right. The
Trading
dads
money.
are stupid.
Yeah.
I know. I'm like, these people are in charge?
The only good thing about her dad is that he didn't take the 500 grand that Riot offered.
Yeah.
I did think that was cool. He was like, I will sign it, the marriage contract to get her out of marrying Matt. but I don't want your money. And that was good.
Because he could tell that Riot cared about her. And
Yes.
still at this time, he's saying, I don't even like, she's just my chosen. I just want to screw over Matt.
Yeah.
I know, literally. He's still like, I'm just going to marry her so Matt can't.
Yeah.
Be so
And I want to so bad. $500,000
Yeah,
worth.
be so for real with yourself, Riot. Also,
Yeah.
where are they getting this money from?
They're lords.
They're rich.
They have the
I guess
all
money.
the
their
families.
parents, yeah.
Inherited wealth.
Yeah.
That was just like a crazy subplot. The whole like that she ran away.
Yes.
It was like working in a bar.
So she found out from Matt that Riot had been recording her and tracking her on her phone and blocking her friends and family from being able to call her. And like these are all things that intuitively,
And
if she
that-
would have thought for 2 seconds, she would know.
And-
but she was like,
and that he
no way,
paid
he wouldn't do that.
to marry her.
Yes, that was the
part
big
of it
one.
too. But
Yes. So she was like, I gotta get out of here.
yeah.
So she left her phone so she couldn't be tracked, and she hightailed it out of there.
But apparently she got a tail. She got followed by Matt's
her-
girlfriend.
No,
Yeah.
by Matt's girlfriend and her mom, her real mom, her
Oh.
real is horrible. Her bio mom.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes, everyone was
Who?
following her. She thought she was so slick.
Bio mom was the job that Matt fucked up and killed, but didn't
Yeah.
actually kill.
Yeah, she was dead.
What's up
So-
with this plot?
Essentially, this book is about how Matt can't do anything.
Anything right.
Nothing. He can't kill people. He can't do a job right. He can't marry someone in an arranged marriage.
And
he
when-
didn't even have to woo her.
When
Nope.
Matt's dad showed up, and then when Riot showed up, and Matt's dad was like, "You couldn't even kill him."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they killed his dad. And he went over there and was like, Daddy.
Well, that was the thing. It was like, why bring in the dad in the last 7% of the book?
Right.
So that we could see them interact for 2 seconds and know, like, obviously there's something there, but you don't get to know.
It felt,
He's dead.
It felt very rushed
Yes.
at the end.
Yeah.
The other books, I feel like I mean, I could be wrong, but I feel like she like got better. Like the other books have like more.
Is the
Yeah.
plot like spaced out more evenly?
Yes, it's still they're still just as spicy, but
Yeah.
I feel like I felt like this book was a lot of world building almost. Like, you
Yes,
have to
because we were learning about
understand-
everything.
and him going to prison.
Yeah.
That
On
was
his job.
crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he went to prison for a
He
little
was in
bit.
solitary for a couple
For
days.
a couple days.
He got the job done.
Tried to
Yeah.
get, or someone tried to murder him.
Matt
No, the guy that Matt hired.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt hired some guy to try and murder him in the shower.
couldn't even do that.
Couldn't even do that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a lot happened. There was a lot going
It
on.
was a lot. Let's talk about Blakely because her character confused me. It was like, I'm curious. I want to know what's going on. I'm investigative, but I'm not that motivated. Like, I feel like she could have found all these things out. Like, she could have.
I agree. I feel like he wasn't hiding them very well.
Yeah, she's like, okay, I'll turn a blind eye.
Yeah.
And then next scene or next chapter, she'd be like, why don't I know anything? Like, she would try to be getting those things. And so
Yeah.
it was a little bit stressful because it was like she's she's conforming in some ways,
think
but
it-
otherwise she's rebelling.
I think it mentioned her like trying to look up stuff about the Lords online, or
Well, that was before
Protect-
she went to the party.
I think but it mentioned her looking up the stuff, trying to find out information like once, other than trying to ask Riot. Like,
Yeah.
go to a different source, my girl.
Yeah, I mean the history at this college it's the Lord. So like if we looked,
Just like
if we went to college, maybe a little bit more. They went to college for like the first week.
I was gonna say, the very first day, like the opening chapter, the girl who told them to not go to the party from the flyer, she had information.
Ask her.
She had information.
And we get to see her one more
Hearsay.
time, and she's like, "So y'all went to the party?"
Yeah.
And you're like, "Mind your business."
Yeah.
You
She
could
was
have
like-
asked her questions.
She was like, "Don't go," and they were like, "We're gonna go." Instead of going,
Heard.
why?
exactly.
Why should I not go?
That would have been a good question to ask, but
Yeah.
nope. That
But
did
I
not
loved
happen.
the ending where they had twinsies.
Yes.
Twinsies and a little girl.
So they had, yes, there were 2 epilogue chapters. One of them was like 10 weeks later, she's pregnant. all is well. We just got to see a lovey-dovey moment. And the next was 18 years later, where we got to see the two twins who were 18, and one of them was interested in being a lord, and the other one was not. And then the younger sister who's 17.
Yeah.
And I did think, like, okay, cool, epilogue, whatever, but like it also felt like they were setting it up for like the kids' books.
Yeah, I don't know if she's gonna do like a Rena Kent thing with like
Okay.
all their kids, because, well, I don't want to spoil it, but yeah.
Okay. Well, that was going to be my question of like, is it a whole universe with like next generations?
Not yet
Okay. Intriguing.
that I'm aware of.
That's why I would be like, well, then
But-
why bring it up?
Every book has an epilogue, I'll say.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Fine.
So,
Maybe it's just like teasing you with like what could be.
I liked
yeah,
the names of the kids.
they were cute.
Yeah,
it
they're
Ro-
cute. Rain,
Rain,
Royal, and
Royal,
Ryan.
and
Ryan, yeah.
they were cute.
I liked Rain and Royal.
Yeah.
Those were cute.
Yeah.
Go off, Blakely.
You killed it. I liked her name too.
I liked the names.
Mhm.
I like Riot,
I like Riot.
Archer. It's a good name.
Blakely. Blake. Yeah.
I liked them.
Good
It's a good book. I like it.
It was a good book. Lots of death.
Mhm.
They have a go-to cemetery.
Murder,
Murder.
betrayal,
Grave digging.
Someone cut off like chunks of someone's skin.
Yeah.
It's like there's so much going on, but also there's like not a consistent plot.
Yeah, we're definitely. It's like, you know, on Wattpad where it's like, yeah, oh, thank goodness she's getting kidnapped. Yes. Like it was like
Yeah.
throwing all. She's running away. Yes. All the different things in there, like as much as you could. Like Wattpad plot salad.
Yeah, a little bit of plot salad.
But yeah, and then the kidnapping is where we find out that silly little Riot, when she ran away, she left her phone so I couldn't track her anymore. So when she came back, she got a tracker embedded in her neck, I believe.
And thank goodness, because she got kidnapped again.
Yeah, and then she even said that later. She was like, yeah, we left it in there. You never know.
You
know
never
what?
know.
You know what I felt a little disappointed at? I wanted, like, we didn't get her initiation.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I was
We
like,
were
the
teased.
I
hell?
feel like she'd gone through enough.
Well,
That's true.
I felt like she, I don't know. I did like where he branded her,
I didn't understand that because she's not a
but
lord.
I was going to say I would have liked it more had it been after her initiation. I think it would have meant more.
I would have liked it
Yeah.
more if it had less to do with the lords and more to do with him. You
But
know, like,
the Lord's is his life. Like, it
yeah,
is
but
him.
he's so loyal to the lords, and but he's also so loyal to her. Like he said multiple times in the book. Like there was one quote that stuck out to me that was he was like, I give so much of my life and dedication to the lords. My wife deserves the same amount.
Yeah, but that's my thing too, is like I wish we could have learned like why it was so important to him, because even at the end he was sharing like when I was telling my kids about this experience, like I wanted them to know what people get into, whereas when he signed up for it, he was like, I don't know what I'm getting into. I'm just going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I wanted to know like why it became so important for him and why he wasn't just like another Matt if he didn't know like the lore going into it, because it sounds like his dad kind of kept him in the dark a smidgen.
That's true as well. He's just an overachiever.
Just
What
an
kind of
overachiever.
overachiever?
He just likes to win.
He just wants to be the best.
Yeah. So
And I have to say, if we think back to my birthday celebration that we did, wasn't Riot the one on the pictures that we did for my birthday
Yes.
celebration that I
Yes.
thought was
I think one of them.
that was the
Yeah.
one she rated the best.
Yeah.
yeah,
So
He's a 10.
he's a 10.
but
Still a 10.
Yeah.
oh, that's so fun.
Yeah. That was fun. It was a fun reread for sure.
Well, now I want to know, would you change your rating at all, or would you keep it the same?
What did you originally rate it?
I don't know. I used to not rate books,
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
so I have no idea. I'd probably rate it like a 4.25 maybe.
I already said mine. I said it used to be a 3 and it's still a 3.
I mean, it's a good dark romance. If you're looking for a dark romance by the book of the genre, it hits all the notes.
Dive in.
I would rate the first 80% of the book like a 2.75 and the last part of the book like a 4.75. So like a median of like 3.25.
Okay.
Yeah. No, that's intriguing. That's a very stark difference.
Yeah.
But that makes sense.
I loved the music in the book. I don't know if y'all looked up the music while y'all were reading it, but I would play the songs in the scenes that I was reading, and I really felt like that elevated it.
I did not, because I was listening to the audiobook as I was reading it, but I did see the playlist like at the beginning of the book as well. And I was trying to keep track of like every time they would mention a song. I think Kiara actually, didn't you make like a Instagram thing?
Well, I will be. So head to our Instagram to see it. But I noticed how much they were talking about music, and I love music. So every once in a while, if I was in the space to listen to it, I would. But sometimes I read like at work, during breaks, whatever. So I did note while I was reading, like I would put a note on my Kindle and I would say like, I called it dance party, so I could come back through and like write them all down, because I don't think the playlist at the beginning is the same. I could be so wrong, and then I could have just looked at that and not done all the work. But they do have one on Spotify, so it's like I pulled it up, and every time I would see it, if I was there, I would click play and listen to it. So that was fun. It was fun to see like some songs that I knew, get to know songs that I didn't. And so I think that's a cool way, because a lot of people put playlists at the beginning of books these days. But I think that's a cool way to like have it in there, like where they would want it.
I loved it. I think Shantel did a fantastic job of matching the mood to the music, and it like elevated it.
Yes, there were a lot of like of the, what's the nightclub that they have called?
Blackout.
There were a lot of the playlist comes from there.
Yeah. There was one scene where after they get married and they go back to the House of Lords and they dance to Broken by Lifehouse. That scene, I was like, oh. And then literally like 2 pages later, the shit hits the fan.
She runs away.
Yeah, she runs away. But
that does happen. Things were going too well.
So cute.
Like we knew.
Yeah.
Something was going to happen.
But I like Riot. He's like the perfect dark romance main character. He's aggressive, touch her and you die, and very like overprotective.
Yeah. I did enjoy that.
Well, that's what I think. It's good for a first book into the series, because it's not the immediate like, oh, he absolutely hates her.
Yeah.
You got to see like, hey, he's looking out for her. Hey, she's important to him, whether like he thinks it's love or not. Like he values his woman. And he's like, you are an extension of me, and so I want you to be respected as well. So I think it's a good dive into a dark romance book. And then I would be nervous going into Sinner now, knowing
oh
like,
my gosh,
is that not the same vibe? Like this person, I guess the Chosens are less so like that. It's more they're like wives.
I don't even remember honestly what happens that made me feel that way. I just remember reading that book and being like I felt so sad for the female main character that I was like this is awful.
That's tough. And that's the part of like the books. I always joke about how I don't remember anything past a week after I read it, but you remember the feeling.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's wild.
I just remember being like, I need to take a break from dark romance after finishing this one, because it was a hard read. Now I'm curious, so now I want to reread it. And
I was looking through this series on Audible, and the cover came up for Sinner, and I guess I didn't realize it at the time, but I had downloaded Sinner on my Kindle probably like a year ago, and I never got to it, and I didn't realize it was a part of this series until I saw the cover of it.
Oh.
I think hope that if you liked the last 20% of this book,
Yeah.
that you would actually really enjoy the other books in the series,
Mhm.
because I feel like the plot is more like spread out
Mhm.
Yeah.
versus this one. I feel like they were really trying to hammer home like how, like what the lords are and
Yeah.
what they do,
And I really think what I didn't like about the first part of the book was that he was drugging her. I don't know why. I didn't like that part of it.
Yeah. Hey,
the drugs are a very big part of the second book, but he's not drugging her, she's drugging herself, if that makes sense.
Hmm.
Oh.
Well, that's different.
Yeah.
I think that's different.
Yeah, I agree. No, it would be interesting too, to like see like the different kinks that kind of come into play later, because that was kind of a big part of this one too.
Yeah. Yeah. It
But
was
we won't
crazy.
dive into that too much.
I know that there's piercings in the next few books,
Interesting.
which is becoming like a real, like a thing now. Like I was reading a contemporary romance the other day, and it got to the smutty part, and the guy whipped it out and he was pierced, and I was like, what book am I reading?
Tyson. They described it a couple of times with
Yes.
Tyson. Tyson was pierced.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a couple times.
The voyeurism scene, I was not expecting that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it kind of came out of the blue, especially because he's like, I will hide you, I will shield you from everyone. And then he's like,
Yeah.
it's just Tyson.
He says
Good
in
watch.
that scene that he's okay with her watching other people, but he wouldn't want them to watch her.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he does say that.
But I don't think that's a big plot I don't think that's a kink in the other books. At least not so far that I've read.
Yeah.
I've only read, I think, 4 of them. And I
Aren't
think
there
there's
only
6.
5? Oh.
I think
My
5 or
goodness.
6. So
That's crazy. Well, we'll have to see. We'll report back if either of us continue on in any way.
yes.
Like I said, I must thank you for making this the choice, because again, if I were to have read it by myself, I probably wouldn't have read it, and I'm so glad that I did actually finish it because the ending was worth it.
Yeah, and I'm intrigued if you do continue, because like Alissa said, like,
Mhm.
hey, if you liked the ending, who knows?
There's
Maybe the whole book will get
I do want to give you a
4.25.
little spoiler hope, because I think you would really like this part of the books. But in the next book, you get introduced to like, there's like an even smaller section of the lords, of these 3 brothers that run the lord's prison.
Interesting.
Like not just regular prison, like people, that's where the lords send people they want gone.
Ooh.
Like erased. Not just like they're in prison now. They're like, oh, this person, yeah, they didn't exist.
How in the epilogue, Riot was saying like he's going through a whole trial for the rest of the world, but like he's gonna end up
He'll be
in prison
gone.
and then erased. That's literally an epilogue too. Riot was saying that.
Well,
Yeah, they
I
do
would
that.
wonder then, like, what constitutes, because in the book, the lords who don't follow instructions or whatever, they're like just killed.
They do a
And they
confessional.
kill other people too, like
Yeah.
just randos, so they don't have to be a lord. But so it would constitute sending them there and not just killing them.
I can't
Probably,
give that
like,
away because
suffering?
that's a big part of the plots
Mm.
of the next few
Ooh,
books.
hey, okay.
Interesting.
Intriguing.
I would be really interested in reading, like I said, about ties.
Mhm.
Which one is his?
I think Carnage.
And that would be number 3.
I don't
4?
remember. I don't
Okay.
remember if they're in like chronological order,
I'll go look.
because I read The Ritual and The Sinner, and then I started on the series about the brothers that run the prison, and there's 3 of them. But I don't remember if that's the order that chronologically, or if that's just what I did.
Okay.
I say Carnage is,
And
they don't put their names.
I must have thought that the Sinner plot was interesting like a year ago because I downloaded it on my Kindle.
Yeah. No, it has the
So.
same vibes. I think maybe the female main character has a lot more issues than Blakely did. And I just like remember feeling so sad for her.
Oh. No, so far it's not. Oh, I found it. It's book 3 called The Sacrifice.
Okay,
and
yeah.
that's Tyson's.
Oh, that
Okay.
makes sense.
See, then I don't think his book was out when I finished The Sinner, so I went to the other series.
What is that one?
The one about the brothers that run the prison.
What's it called? The series?
Oh.
Do you know?
I'll go look.
I think it's
Don't
their
worry.
names.
The what?
I think it's their names. Like, I think the books are...
I see Dark Kingdom.
No.
Is that the Code of Silence?
No.
Okay. Dare?
No.
We're doing research, guys.
We're doing
We
research.
might cut this out.
Addiction?
No.
Selfish?
Did I hallucinate a book?
This might be a whole nother series.
Oh, it's No. It's Madness, I think. The Sinner?
Oh, well, it's not one of the things that pops up like near the top of. No, I don't see it at all on her author profile in Goodreads.
What? Madness.
Well,
Carnage. Yeah, because the Ritual, the Sinner, and the Sacrifice.
Okay, so Sabotage, Carnage, and Madness.
Yes.
4, 5, and 6. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so it's still the same series.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And still the same world. And there's still the characters from the previous books are in like those books.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's an intertwined world.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love those.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Any other thoughts, ladies? Okay, well, thank you for joining us as we celebrated Alyssa's birthday in the best possible way by chatting about books.
Make sure you follow us on all of our socials at Totally Booked Readers so you can stay up to date on our upcoming episodes and releases.
And stay tuned for our next episode in 2 weeks, where you'll get updates on where we've been and what our new posting schedule would be. We are so glad to be back.
Yes.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.